Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's video. As you guys can tell by the title, today is going to be our packing and our prepping video for our trip to Curaçao, which as of today, we leave in 3 days counting today. Today's Tuesday, and we leave on Friday, so it's time to officially pack and prep for our trip. And I did want to give you guys one final update on our passports, and they are in our possession. They actually wound up getting delivered late Friday morning, so when I was editing the video where I gave you guys quick updates on the fact that they had shipped, I had gotten them in the mail that day. So we do officially have our passports, and I can finally take a deep sigh of relief. Benny needed a snack, so I just grabbed that. But as I was saying, I can finally take like a deep sigh of relief. I really, in the moment, try not to get too stressed out or worked up over our missing passports. I feel like old Jen would have spiraled and played the what if game every single day and gotten myself so worked up over the possibility of having to go to Connecticut and get a same-day passport. New Jen, I really tried to relinquish control and just take a deep breath and let it play out before I got myself stressed out. I used to stress myself out and give myself anxiety over things that hadn't already happened yet or weren't even concrete possibilities, and that just added to my anxiety and my worrying and my stress. And so definitely over the last year or so, I feel like since we had to move out of our house and move in with Harris's parents, I really tried to just relinquish control with things that I couldn't change in the here and now. And it definitely took a lot of self-growth, self-reflection, and just insight into why I was constantly getting stressed out and the things that triggered the stress and the anxiety in me. And I feel like old me would have spiraled not having my passports. New me tried to just let it all play out and said, you know, if we're gonna have to go to Connecticut, we're gonna have to go to Connecticut, but let's see what today brings. And I tried to get an update on it every day and just focus on what I knew for certain. And like I said, it was definitely not an overnight change to change my thought patterns into not spiraling over the simplest of things. And one of the things I have to thank is definitely therapy and just being able to see things from a different perspective, because sometimes when you're in it and you're spiraling, the outside world around you just isn't a consideration. So to talk through these feelings of what is causing you to spiral and have somebody from an outside perspective kind of walk you through it and simplify it, things that you are really stressed about start to sound so silly or start to sound not as important. So definitely having the outside perspective helps to work through things. And again, one thing I have to thank for that is therapy. And today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp, which I've talked about a bunch here on my channel, but they're an online therapy space. And if you're looking to make those changes within yourself, I mean, especially with it being February, it's the beginning of the year, if you want to set some goals for yourself and work on some self-growth over the next year and you think therapy is something that you can benefit from, online therapy is super easy and accessible to the everyday person, and BetterHelp is one of those outlets that provides this online therapy space, and it is so extremely easy to get signed up with BetterHelp. I will actually have a link in the description box down below. It is betterhelp.com/Jen Stone, I believe. I will have it here on the screen and in the description box down below. And if you just click that link, it will send you through to the BetterHelp website. And if you're not already signed up and you want to get signed up, all you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire about yourself and what you're looking to get out of therapy, and they will match you with one of their hundreds of certified therapists, and you get matched based on your answers to those questions and then the therapist's different clinical experience. You will get matched. If you don't like your therapist, it's super easy to go ahead to switch to one that better suits your needs so that you're able to connect with that therapist and really get the most out of your therapy experience through BetterHelp. So if you're looking to do some self-growth like I really tried to do in the last year and a half, I definitely recommend checking out that link down below. If you do choose to sign up through that link, you will actually save 10% off of your first month of therapy with BetterHelp. So all of this is to say that I feel like I have definitely changed my thought patterns over the last year. I try not to spiral over the whole passport thing. They're finally in our possession and I can take a deep sigh of relief. And my next order of business is of course going to be packing and prepping for this trip. I did take a few clips yesterday because I did jump into doing our carry-on bag and then like 80% of the boys' stuff. But for today, I'm going to try and do like 80% of my stuff. I can probably do about 90% of Lily's stuff. Tomorrow I'll have to do some loads of laundry to finish up the clothes, and then we'll have to do all of the like miscellaneous toiletries, makeup, medicine, all those little miscellaneous things that need to get packed for our trip. I have a long list on my phone. I was able to check off quite a bit of stuff for the boys yesterday, so I feel good about that. But with that being said, I'm waiting on a coffee. Harris's dad is bringing me home a coffee. I'm going to have that. I'm going to get a little bit of a game plan together. Boys are home from school this week for the February break, so I'm hoping that they can help me entertain Lily, because I don't really want to get too much of it done while she naps, because I still want to kind of take a break in the day. So hopefully this morning I can get at least a good chunk of my stuff done, and then if I have to work on Lily in a little bit, I can do that. Okay, I am starting the packing process, and I'm sure I'm just going to insert this footage in because I haven't actually started vlogging, but I quickly wanted to just jump right in and start this. I did just go ahead and put some new tags on all of our suitcases, and I got black tags. I definitely wish the tags that I bought had different color tags, and I definitely wish I went with a different color, because I didn't realize just a black suitcase with a black tag isn't very distinctive. So I did go ahead and use some purple marker and wrote JBL, which is just Jack Ben Lily, on all of the new tags that I got, so that I can decipher which suitcases are mine. But I always have had these purple ones, and even the large purple one isn't very large. It's more of like a medium size. So I went on Amazon a few weeks ago. I had a bunch of gift cards from the holidays and actually bought this Amazon Basics Amazon brand soft shell suitcase, and this I think is the largest one. I think it's 31 inches, and it is so much more spacious than the larger one I have, and it is honestly pretty pretty good quality. So I'm glad I went ahead and picked this up. I think it was $75. I got it on sale, and so this is what I'm going to put Lily and I's stuff in. The medium one is going to be for Harris and the boys, and then this little one is what I've started to do right now. And here I have all of Lily's diapers. She has swim diapers under here as well, and a pack of wipes, and then I'm packing 40 physical diapers. And then I did take your guys' advice in the comment section of my last video, and I got some UHT shelf stable milk. I've had this milk before for the boys. It's the Horizon brand, and I totally forgot that this is even an option, and it's shelf stable, so I can just pack it in my bag. So I have 2 Ziploc bags full. I wound up getting a case of 12, which should be more than enough. These are 8 ounces each, and Lily drinks 6 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and 5 in the evenings. She'll probably have like 2 of these a day, so that if we're up early in the morning, I don't have to worry about going down and finding milk. If we're out in the evening at like dinner, I'm sure I can order milk at a restaurant, but I just didn't want to have to think about it, so I wound up picking up this. So this carry-on is going to be her diapers and her milk, and then I'm going to actually pack her sleep stuff in here as well. So her sleep sack, her sheets for her crib, her camera, and her sound machine, so that I have it. This is going to just come on the airplane with us, and I'll also wind up bringing an extra, just like a bathing suit for everyone, because I always worry that in the event that something happens to our actual luggage, this will just be with us, and we'll have a bathing suit if we needed to like go to the hotel and hang out and we have to wait for our luggage. I feel like you just hear horror stories of people losing their luggage, so I'll pack like an extra pair of underwear and a bathing suit for everybody in this suitcase. But I wanted to quickly show you guys that this is an option that I totally forgot about. So I'm working on this one right now. Lily has physical therapy today. It is Monday. I don't think I'm actually starting this vlog yet, but you'll be seeing this footage just thrown in once I do. I think tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm gonna actually start the vlog and then do like the bulk of the clothes packing, because we don't have physical therapy tomorrow. We have physical therapy Monday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So I just quickly wanted to tackle this. Okay, now that that carry-on bag is pretty much done for now, I did wind up putting in a crib sheet, Lily's sleep sack, and her baby monitor. I will have to add her sound machine and then that extra bit of clothes once I go ahead and pick everything out. This bag here is stuff that I've slowly been accumulating for the boys. I had them try on a bunch of stuff to see what still fit them. I washed all of their bathing suits. I have the new shirts that I showed you guys in my last video. It's all just been thrown in this bag. So what I want to do now is go through this and fold it all. I did just do their laundry. We pretty much do the basket method for laundry, except for like their shirts and pants that get folded and put in there. This is all their pajamas, socks, and underwear. So I'm going to wind up picking through a lot of their underwear. We don't plan on leaving the house over the next few days, so they don't wear underwear with their pajamas. So I know they're not going to need them, so I can get that together. But their pajamas and their socks they will be wearing over the next few days, and I will do their laundry again on Thursday and then add whatever was worn over this week into the suitcase. So I need to pick out underwear, go through this bag, refold everything, and then that can get put away. And then my stuff and Lily's stuff I will probably work on tomorrow, as well as toiletries and extras on Wednesday. I'm just the type of person that needs to do a little bit of packing over a few days so that I don't feel overwhelmed by it, and also so I don't forget anything, because as I pack I do find that I remember more things to bring. So today's task while Lily is down for a nap is the boys. Okay, this is everything I've laid out for the boys. So we have an extra bathing suit and shirt I'm going to put in the carry-on. All their other bathing suits and t-shirts to wear down to the pool. We have these Crocs, which Harris got over a year ago in their normal size of a 10. They ran so big. They're finally fitting them. So we're gonna pack these Crocs, and then they'll wear sneakers down there. So they'll have 2 shoe options. These are some jerseys and nice button-up shirts, normal t-shirts, jeans and denim shorts. Since the boys like to wear jeans, I feel like I can get away with wearing jeans and like a nice shirt out to dinner. So we have black jeans, blue jeans, and then also denim shorts, like basketball cotton shorts. These are more like basketball shorts, and then all of their underwear. So this is everything for them aside from socks and pajamas, which like I said I'll have to do later in the week. So now I need to bring this up and put it in their suitcase. Okay, I have all the kids in my room. It's definitely going to be a task trying to pack with them home. Lily's sitting on my bed watching super simple songs, and Jack's also sitting in my bed, I think watching something on Netflix on his iPad. So there's a lot of sounds going on in there. So I'm literally going to just set up my camera and just start packing. I did try and like lay out some stuff for myself, so I'm going to go through that stuff again. I have most of Lily's stuff laid out just like in a Target bag that I need to fold. So I'm literally just gonna set the camera up and you guys can watch me try and pack with the kids home. Okay, this is everything I've gotten done for Lily. So I have the boys' Crocs in our bag. She has all her nice little outfits. These are all her lounge outfits. I also have a towel down here for her. These are her bathing suits, and these are 3 pairs of pajamas. I do, like I mentioned, need to do laundry to wash the rest of the kids' pajamas. So that I need to do. And then I did start with my, keep going, you got it. I do have to do mine, but I did start with my bathing suit, so that's in there. I looked at the suitcase and I was like, the suitcase looks so big, I'll be able to fit so much, but I'm getting nervous. Nope, no thank you, we don't need that. I'm getting nervous if everything's gonna fit, but I'm going to attempt to do my stuff with the crazies running around. Okay, I convinced the kids to settle downstairs with some shows, so now I'm going to attempt to do my stuff, which like I said, I have a lot of it already laid out, so that should be easy, like all my outfits. So that's what I'm going to try and complete now, and then I think I'm done for today. Okay, and here is my stuff. The majority of my stuff fits in. So I'm bringing 3 dresses. I'm bringing, what is under here? Oh, 3 different cover-up options, a gray one, a tan one, and then a white button down. I'm bringing 3 different linens. So I'm bringing linen pants, a linen skirt, and linen shorts, and then denim shorts. These are my pant options for lunch, brunch, daytime, going out, etc. And then over here I have my bathing suits like I showed you guys, and then all my shirts. I'm bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different shirt options. Some of them can be worn during the day, like the white one I showed you guys from Target. I have this navy one that I got from Abercrombie last year that I love. And then all of the tops are kind of interchangeable. I could do it with the denim shorts, linen skirt, linen pants, anything. So I have nighttime outfit options, and I do feel like I have a good amount of room. So the rest of Lily's pajamas will go on here. The biggest and bulkiest things are like a sweat set to relax in. So my plan is actually just to wear that down with a pair of biker shorts underneath the sweatpants and like a tank top underneath the sweatshirt, so that when we land and if I get hot I can take that off, and then I have a lounge option to wear around the room. I do want to pick a sweater to bring, even though I've looked at the weather and people have commented on my videos that like it rarely ever gets cold. I do just want to bring a little sweater option just in case to throw over any of these shirts or dresses, so that I need to fit in here. But I'm feeling pretty good. I packed a pair of chunky sandals, and then I showed you guys the plain black flip-flops that I have. The tan chunky sandals I should have showed you guys before I put them in. They basically go with any of my outfit options, but also the black flip-flops will go with any of the options. And then I'm going to wear a pair of sneakers down there. So those are the 3 shoe options I'm bringing. So this I'm feeling really good about. I feel like I still have so much room in here. So up here I'll do like my pajamas, underwear, bras, all that kind of stuff. And then Lily's stuff will go here, and then I'll be able to do like toiletry bags and everything shoved on top. And then I think all of these snacks will wind up going in here with Harris's stuff, and his stuff will all go there. So I think I'm in pretty good condition now. We're gonna be done for today, and tomorrow I'll do like toiletries, makeup, medicine, all that kind of stuff. Okay, it's now the next day. I look like a crazy person. I have a spray tan later tonight, so I'm just wearing a sweatsuit that I'm going to wear to my spray tan, and I showered last night. And so my hair is crazy. I just threw it up, so excuse that. But today is now Wednesday, and today I want to tackle all of the toiletries, the extras, my makeup, the medicine, all that small miscellaneous stuff. And then tomorrow on Thursday I'll do 2 loads of laundry, the boys and Lily's together, and then mine and Harris's, so we can pack all of our last minute things, and then we leave. So I'm definitely feeling a little bit of a crunch time now. Lily has physical therapy in an hour, so hopefully in this hour I can do all of our toiletries, my makeup, medicine, extras, sunscreen, all that good stuff. Okay, this is what I have so far. So we have all our sunscreens together. This is all our medicine. So I have children's Motrin, Tylenol, Benadryl, syringes. I'm packing lysine just in case I get a cold sore, nasal spray just in case my nose gets stuffy, and then adult Tylenol, Motrin, and Unisom. I have to sneeze. Whew. Unisom just in case I have trouble sleeping. This bag here is dish soap and a bottle scrubber so I can wash Lily's bottles. I have the boys' new goggles. I have our outlet adapters. And then this is all our toiletries. I just need to boil my toothbrush and the boys' toothbrushes. I had gotten these for our trip over Christmas break, and we all had the flu. So to sterilize them, I want to boil them, and then I got Harris one. So toothbrushes will be the last thing that goes in there. Just an empty bag in case I need to put anything else in a bag to pack. And then I have these have to go into my diaper bag, which I'm going to do next. But first I want to boil the toothbrushes just so I don't forget my video. Okay, it is a lot later now. I didn't wind up doing anything more than what I told you guys I was doing before. Tomorrow I have to do like my makeup and all of the last minute clothes. I have 2 loads of laundry to do, but I just pulled up to my like place where I get my spray tans. I have not gotten a spray tan in so long. I think the last time I got one done was in like 2022, I think. I know for sure I got one done when we went to Miami, when my friends Casey, Julie, and I went to Miami. And then after that I kind of got into the whole like self tanning regimen of like doing it myself with self-tanning mousse, and all of that had been fine and dandy for all of that time, but I fell out of doing that and I'm quite rusty. I've done it like 1 or 2 times in the last year or so and it has not turned out good. I don't know why. So I didn't want to risk it for this trip. I wanted to get a spray tan, and so I'm back to where I used to go, and I have an appointment in the next 10 minutes and I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait to be tan. I feel like going into the trip being tan, I will feel so much better about myself, and then hopefully in the 6 days that we're there, with UV being 10 every single day, I'll get somewhat of a natural tan underneath the spray tan as it like wears off. So I'm going to head in and go do that. This is going to be the immediate before, very ghostly, very pale, and I'll show you guys the immediate after. Here's the immediate after. It's kind of hard to tell on my face, but I'm so sticky. I forgot this feeling. I'm so sticky and just like so sweaty. I'm gonna go home and actually change out of the sweatsuit into like a thinner lounge set that I can finish developing in, and then she said I can either wash it off at 11 if I think it's getting a little bit too dark, or try and sleep in it, and then tomorrow I'll have like a very dark tan. But I think I'm gonna wind up washing it off around 11 because you can only do like a soft rinse, and then tomorrow morning I can do like an actual shower and I can like wash my hair and everything. Tonight it'll just be like warm water. So I think that's going to be my game plan, but I need to head home and make dinner, so I'll keep you guys updated on my day. It is now the next day and this is what my tan is looking like, fully developed. I do have to go ahead and end today's video at some point today, and I was going to do it pretty early on in the day. However, if you guys can tell, we're in the car and we're actually outside of the pediatrician. It would not be a trip for us if something didn't happen, if someone didn't get sick. If you guys remember when we went to my mom's in December for Christmas, we all had the flu, and the time before that when I went with just Lily, I wound up having COVID. And so Lily has had a cold over the last few days, nothing major, just a runny nose and a runny eye. However, last night she woke up 2 times kind of early on in the night, and this morning she woke up with a red swollen eyeball. So I'm afraid that she has pink eye. I want to get it checked out. I want to err on the side of caution since we do leave tomorrow morning to head out of the country. So hopefully, I'm praying that's just viral and it needs to run its course. If it's bacterial, hopefully we can get some eye drops to bring with us, but it would not be us planning or prepping for a trip if something like this didn't happen, so I had to document it for you guys. But we're actually running a little bit late. Little Lily and I are going to head in, and I will update you guys when we're done, and I will also go ahead and close out this video. All right guys, I know I look crazy. I just got out of the shower. I did wind up going to pick up some drops for Lily. She does have pink eye, and the pediatrician said like everybody's body can handle a little bit of like bacteria, like her body could probably fight it off on its own. But because we're leaving the country, he wanted to err on the side of caution and prescribed drops to either start using now or just to bring with us and keep an eye on it, which I definitely appreciated, to have that like kind of backup plan just in case. I do think I'm going to wind up starting them so that nobody else gets it. He said if we do wind up starting it today, to do it 3 times today, and then she'll have like a 24-hour dose in her, if that makes sense, and it's only for 5 days. He said it should definitely clear up within 2 days usually, but to continue for the 5 days just to make sure. So that's going to be my little game plan. But I'm going to close out today's video. I'm finishing up some laundry now so I can finish packing the final things. I did wind up doing the diaper bag, and I just have to do the boys' carry-ons. And then we're going to be all ready to go. So I want to end the video here. I'm going to actually edit it, so hopefully I can get this up on Friday, the day that we're leaving. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me pack and plan and prep for our trip to Curaçao. Of course, our next video is going to be our Curaçao vlog, and I hope I get enough footage to do 2 videos. We're going for a full 6 days, so hopefully I get some good footage. Don't forget, if you guys are interested in checking out BetterHelp, the link will be in the description box down below. You get 10% off your first month of therapy through them, and it's just betterhelp.com/Jen Stone. So that's going to be it for today's video. With that being said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.